Hi Clayton, how are you? I think we're on. We're making our video. Huh? Smile. Just Clayton and I here. We wanted to take a moment to share with you a little bit about our marathon experience yesterday. We did it. We survived. Half marathon in the books. So it was super rainy yesterday and super crazy down in Pittsburgh. So I decided to wait. Wow, we are like super active today. So I decided to wait until today to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of how my experience went while running. So I thought I would share this video and have my little helper with me here today. So the half marathon is completed. I did take some video clips while running, which was pretty interesting, and some pictures and stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. I really feel that my hard work paid off this time. I'm going to try not to get teary-eyed about it, but I get a little bit emotional when it comes to this because of how hard I worked last year with this little guy in my belly who had probably shaken womb syndrome, if that's a thing, from me running this race, and this year being able to run it again and to be a really good role model for him. And I'm so proud, so proud to not only be a good role model for him, but to be able to be his mom. So I get a little emotional when I talk about this, but only for good reasons. So let me tell you that this half marathon went so much better than I even expected. I shaved 16 minutes off of my time from last year running with this little guy in my belly. Yay, go me, go mommy. So I was pretty excited about that. It was a special day because it actually fell on Clayton's seven-month birthday. I don't even know if it's a birthday. I guess it's 7 months since he was born. But that was kind of cool too. And it was very rainy here, very crappy conditions, and we made the best of what we could do. I am so lucky and so blessed to have such a supportive husband who took a vacation day off work to be able to come down with this little guy and watch me race. And it was so crazy because, you know, it's so busy down in Pittsburgh, and it is, there's people everywhere. I think we're trying to get out of our jumper right now. There's always a lot going on down there, and I give him a lot of credit for maneuvering his, I think he called it his battle ram, the stroller, all through town for a couple hours while, you know, he made it to the finish line so that he could see me cross. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So we got down there. I met some friends from my run group that I'm a part of, and you know, special shout out to those that helped me with the training for this race too, who went on my long runs with me. So we went down, got a picture. I found my corral, my start corral, and you know, we were only there for a few moments. Well, it felt like a few moments, but it might have been like 15 minutes. And then we started, and we, you know, the gunshot went off and we crossed the start line and the race began. As the race started, I was feeling so good. I felt, I had a lot of energy. I was enthusiastic. I felt great. I ran really good pace, like way better than what I've trained, like 11:30, 11:40-ish pace for almost 5 miles, and that was amazing to me because when I trained, I was usually running like 12-ish, between 12 and 13. So I was really excited that I started off so strong. My sound maker here. It did pay off that I started off strong because towards the end of the race is when it got a little bit more challenging. Around mile 6.5, I started to really feel tired, and my foot was starting to hurt a little bit. Again, I'm not sure why. After long periods of time, I started to get this foot pain. I believe it might be plantar fasciitis, but I'm not really sure. I never went to a doctor to get it diagnosed. But anyways, so the pain was starting to sink in. It was a dreary, kind of rainy day, and I started to lose some of my momentum. But I just kept thinking about this little guy right here and how I couldn't wait to see him, and I couldn't wait to cross the finish line so that I could be with my family. So I, picked myself up and got it together and kept pushing through and kept running. Got to the infamous mile 10 that I always want to give up on. And, I was feeling pretty good at that point. I knew that I was getting a lot closer to the finish line. Still tired, still in a little bit of pain, but I pushed through and, made it. There were some hills kind of in the middle, probably around I can't remember if it was around 6 miles or 7 miles where some of the hills really got to me. But towards the end, it did kind of be a little bit more downhill, so that kind of helped me get my momentum back up again, so that I could complete the race. So my times towards the end were not very good, but it's okay. I did it. I made it. And like I said, I got 16 minutes off of my time from last year. I believe I was 3 hours and 11 minutes and some seconds. And this year I was 2 hours, 55 minutes and some seconds. So I was feeling really good. I just wanted to beat the 3 hours. And it was kind of funny because for a while I was running a little bit ahead of the 2 hours and 45 minute pacer. And of course towards the end I was closer to the 3 hour pacer. And every time I saw that 3 hour pacer, I was like, no, I'm going. I can't do this. I can't have that pacer beat me. So I kind of had that going for me. Another cool thing that I did this year that I didn't do last year because I couldn't get it working was I used the RaceJoy app, and this tracked me on my course so that my husband and Clayton and family, we actually had some other family that were down there, which was really cool that they stayed and supported me as well. So they were able to track where I was on the course, and they were able to see how close I was to the finish line. Well, for some reason, even with this tracker and, knowing about the time frame that I should be coming across, my family still missed me crossing the finish line. I swear I was invisible to everybody. They had it down to the minutes, and they were waiting and waiting and waiting and still never saw me. And the really I kind of went ahead of myself here, but the really cool thing is that with this app and this tracker is that they could send me messages as I was along on my course. So of course I was tearing up while I was running because I was getting these messages from my family and, just supporting me and cheering me and reminding me why I'm doing this. So, like I said, I felt so bad because they didn't see me cross the finish line. So I don't really have any pictures of that. And I had all intentions of trying to take a video while I was crossing the finish line, but I was so tired and just so ready to be done at that point. I ran as fast as I could across that finish line so that I could get the time that I wanted. So I must have been ninja status because everybody missed me crossing the finish line. But we met up at the end, and it started to kind of rain some more, so we had to get little guy out of the rain. But he was such a trooper for my husband, being down there with all those people and in the rain, and but he loved it. He loved seeing everything. He loves people. He loves all the craziness. But yeah, so that was my experience with the half marathon. So I am happy to say that I PR'd and I beat my personal best, and I'm feeling really good about it. I am kind of sore today. Not as sore as I was last year, but I definitely feel a little sore in my calves, my shins, and my like the arch of my right foot. Like I said, I think it's that plantar fasciitis thing. But overall, feeling good, and I'm able to pick this guy up today. Yesterday was a little bit questionable whether I could hold him for long periods of time on my feet. But feeling better today, feeling really good. I am definitely taking a rest day today. I know that I'm not going to do what I did last year and just kind of quit and not do anything, because I can't do that. I feel that I need to keep going. I need to keep working out because it's what makes me feel good. It helps keep my anxiety down, helps keep me active so I can take care of him. And I have plans of training for another half marathon. I'm not sure which one yet, but I have plans of doing another one in the future. I keep saying I'm going to stop because it always is a little rough on the body, but you know, if I don't set goals for myself to work towards, then I feel like I have nothing that I'm, you know, progressing on. And I've learned over the 32 years of life that if I put my mind to something, I'm going to do it and I'm going to finish it. I am very goal oriented. So I just keep setting little goals for myself and keep on achieving them. So this was my experience with the half marathon. Like I said, I am so happy and so lucky and blessed to have such a supportive family. We're already talking about our plans of how we're going to make it easier next year for the race. And, you know, so we'll just keep on running, keep on training. I think my next goal is I'm going to try to find a race this summer where I can actually push him in the stroller. So I'm only doing a 5K for that. Let me put that out there. I am not doing any crazy half marathon races with this little guy. But that is some goals that we have to look forward to. So we'll, you know, obviously when I figure out what my plan is with that, I'll share some videos with you on that. But watch the following little clips from race day so you can get a little sneak peek behind the scenes. If you've never done a half marathon, you could see what it is like in the corral and, you know, what it's like running in the race. Good morning. So we are on our way to Pittsburgh right now so we can do this half marathon. Got my bib ready. So all that training I was telling you guys about is finally going to pay off and I get to run this race. Got my little guy back there. Can't really see him too well. Brought the husband with me too. So my little support group will be there whenever I cross the finish line. Always makes me tear up every time I talk about it. But so I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how my morning went. So it's raining here and that's why I got the hat on. I have a long sleeve shirt on right now, but I'm going to take this off. I'm going to run in a tank top and shorts. It's about 56 degrees out right now, so hopefully the rain will go away by the time we actually race. We head down really early so we could get a group picture with our run group, and then they have all the streets blocked off and it's really confusing and complicated down here in the city. So we have to find out where our start corrals are and make sure we get there by a certain time, and then we get to start the race. So I'm going to take some more video clips of the start corral so you guys can see that firsthand for those of you who haven't ran a race before. And then I will also be posting an update video so that you can see, I can talk to you about how the race went after it's done. But wish us luck. Waiting for the train. Are you waiting for the train?
Oh, God, Bree, don't start bleeding early.
First time riding the T-train.
your crotch.
I made sure of that. Over there.
Hit the like if you like this video, and as always, share some comments. I'll get back to you when I see them. So